Procrastination. Yep, we've all done it, some of us more often than others, but it is among the most common killers of productivity there is. And what I want to do today is give you a really straightforward process, a really straightforward couple of steps that avoids procrastination, beats procrastination, and makes you productive. Now, it does come with a need to understand, firstly, what gets procrastinated on. And let's be honest, it's not the small tasks, it's not the quick things that you can finish, get a quick result. That never gets procrastinated on, the easier things. What gets procrastinated on is the high value things. The things that you've put in your 90-day plan, that you've set aside a couple of hours in your calendar to work on. These things, they take hard work, they take focus. They don't necessarily give you an instant result. There's not immediate gratification. But they are the things that help you to build a great business. These are the things you need to be doing to really advance and develop your business. And unfortunately, those are the things that get procrastinated on. So it's important, by way of almost background or foundation, that you have a pretty clear view of the value of that sort of time. You know, the value of that time where you sit for 2, maybe longer, maybe 3 hours, you're in flow, you're really going, you're producing a great new plan, a great new system, a great new product. You don't get a result straight away. There's no instant gratification, but you know that's the stuff that's building you a great business. So understand the value of your time comes first. You need to recognize that the value of your time should be based on an hour spent well, an hour spent on this sort of stuff, not your hourly charge out rate, not what it's worth you charge to a customer or what you get paid by the hour. It should be an hour spent doing the things that really build a successful business, a business that's going to be worth a lot of money. So get clear that your time as a business owner is very valuable. Right, that's background, that's foundation. First tip, which I'll mention briefly because it's a subject for another day, but as Brian Tracy said, eat the frog. You know, if someone said, on pain of life and death, tomorrow you must eat a live frog, most people would eat it first thing in the morning to get it over and done with, to not have it hanging over them all day, not distracting them. They would do it first thing. Likewise, these bigger tasks, these higher value things that you know run the risk of being procrastinated on, or you know run the risk of being distracted from, interfered with by other things that come up during the day. As a rule of thumb for most people, schedule them early in the day. Schedule them first thing in the day before other things have run you over. Schedule them first thing in the day when, for example, most people, almost all people, that's when your mental acuity is highest. That's when your mental energy levels are highest. So do those things then. I love the idea that by 10 o'clock in the morning, I could go home, give up, stop, and I've already advanced my business. I've had a good day. I finish at 10 o'clock in the morning. I've had a great day. I've really pushed the business forward because I ate my frog first thing in the morning. Now, I don't always stop work at 10 o'clock in the morning, but you get the gist of it. So scheduling it early on is a good starting point. Now, of course, when that calendar reminder pops up, it's 8 o'clock in the morning and it said you've set aside 3 hours to write your new marketing campaign, for example, excuse me, it's time to sit down and do it. Win the 1 minute battle to begin with. And, you know, this is simple, some of this stuff. Turn off your phone. Turn off your emails. Don't go to Facebook. It's first thing in the morning. You don't need to check any of those things. They'll wait for a couple of hours. Just start. One of the beauties of flow, that state, that mental state of high productivity, the highest productivity, where you're so focused on one thing. Time almost stands still and flies at the same time. You lose track of time, but you're incredibly productive. It takes about 7 to 10 minutes to get into that state. Now, in my experience, if I start something, I've got a good chance of getting through 1 minute of it. That's it. And if I get through 1 minute, I'll probably get to 10 minutes without too much trouble. May not be the best version of 10 minutes, may not be the most efficient. At that point, maybe not the most productive. But by the 10-minute mark, I'm into flow on that activity, and then I really do become productive. So I've always approached it. One of my early coaches just said, win the 1 minute battle, Andrew. Just win the 1 minute battle. Get started. Now, I'm going to add one other 3-step process that helps sometimes. You sit down, you're ready to do it. You've turned off your phone and your email, but you're just not getting going. Something else is on your mind. You're tired, maybe. You're inclined to put it off. You're inclined to just deal with that problem that came up this morning. Respond to that email I received last night. Let me give you a 3-step process that is diabolically simple. Step 1, stand up. That's it. You know you're supposed to be starting this activity, writing this marketing campaign, for example. You spot yourself, oh God, I'm about to procrastinate. I'm tempted to go to Facebook. Just stand up. That's it. Stand up. Step 2, walk to a window. Ideally one that looks outside, but any window will do. One with a good view is even better. Stand there for at least a couple of minutes, ideally 5 minutes. And this is step 3. While standing there, ask yourself the question, those dreams I have, that ideal life I'm working towards, the goals I'm seeking to achieve in the medium to long term, do I want to delay them? Now, if the answer to the question is, yeah, I don't care, I'm happy to delay them, then you need to spend some time getting some better goals and dreams. But for most people, the answer isn't yes. There are a reason those are your dreams and goals. They're the things you want. That's your ideal life. You don't want to delay it. So standing there for a few minutes and actually confronting the fact, if I'm procrastinating on this activity, that's what I'm doing. If I delay a 2-hour task and take 4 hours, something I was supposed to get done this week takes 2 weeks, I'm doubling the time to my goals. Don't. When you realise I don't want to put off those goals and dreams, get back to your desk, get into it. Start doing the task. So win the 1-minute battles. If you've got a good value of your time, a high value of your time, and you understand that intrinsically, and you start forming the habit of winning those 1-minute battles and just starting, you won't have to stand up and go to the window very often. But as a backup, as a last resort, it's not a bad one because it's very simple. You can always do it and it works. Beat procrastination. Enjoy the productivity. All the best.